We going to church today, people.
I have a question.
And I have an answer.
I actually have a special request, and that is, can you please stop saying all lives matter?
No.
A request from someone who has social media and Facebook and a soul, somewhat, the ability to listen and reason and then react accordingly. Please stop using hashtag all lives matter. You sound like a condescending piece of shit.
Oh, but you're not condescending, saying that people that use all lives matter don't have a soul.
We could talk about how when a house is burning down, you don't pour water on all of the houses because all houses matter.
Wow, talk about retarded analogies.
We could talk about how if everyone at the table has a plate of food except for one person and they want a plate of food, we don't say, well, all plates matter.
No, that's even dumber. Your house analogy was better. Still retarded, but better.
We could talk about Chescalee's many videos on impact versus intent.
Someone's watching too much MTV. You shouldn't. It's rotting your brain.
What you think you're saying versus what you're actually saying and how it affects people.
My brain works thusly. I say what I mean, and mean what I say. There is no hidden meaning.
Now, if all of these have escaped your social media, congratulations, you follow all of the wrong people.
What, like Sargon, Bering, Undoomed, people like that? Those are the right people. Because by following the giants, I am able to come and do this video and, call people on their bullshit. It's great, it's fun, it's entertaining, and I have a lot of fun doing it.
So let's fix that in 2016.
No.
But as your potential Facebook friend,
No.
Probably not. Let me tell you that if I see you write all lives matter, I'm gonna swoop on that ass.
Is that sexual harassment?
Can't be held accountable for the reasonable, beautiful things I'm going to say. First of all, you don't understand the origin of hashtag Black Lives Matter.
It came out of the Trayvon Martin situation with George Zimmerman getting acquitted. That's where it came from, right? I know where the hell it came from. And the media narrative surrounding it, which was a complete and total lie.
For the importance of what it's doing in the world right now.
Like assassinating cops.
Because you don't understand that hashtag All Lives Matter was really a very condescending response to hashtag Black Lives Matter. And
you do know that All Lives Matter does include black people as well, right? The quantifier all. It's a call for peace.
Attempt at erasing actual problems that are happening in the world, actual racism and the effects of that racism, especially when it's put into the hands of people who have too much power and access.
Oh, here we go. All the whole power plus privilege equals racism bullshit. No, racism is not power plus privilege. Racism is bigotry towards a particular race.
And aren't necessarily accounted for in their actions. And no, that is not me saying that I'm anti-cop. I'm not anti-cop. I'm anti-racism. And I'm anti the power being in the wrong hands.
Need I remind you that America has had a black progressive president for the last 8 years, so I'm pretty sure the power is in, as you would call it, the right hands.
We're really going to go on that tangent. First of all, if you're someone who promotes All Lives Matter and Blue Lives Matter because you support police, but you are very upset or offended at Black Lives Matter, you need to ask yourself, what word in that upsets you?
I'm not offended by words. You are the ones who are offended by words. I'm offended by actions, like shooting of cops.
Hashtag Black Lives Matter does not mean that you are anti-cop. Oversimplification. It's not being anti-cop. What it is recognizing that racism exists in this country. There's no way you're going to get rid of systemic racism within a generation. There are people still alive in the world who were around when black people couldn't drink at certain water fountains, were hosed down for protesting. You couldn't marry outside of your race. Like, that was within the past generation.
Do you know why America had to go through the civil rights fights in the mid-century? 1950s, 1960s, 1970s, etc. Do you want to know why? Because America had a racist, progressive president in the early 20th century. His name was Woodrow Wilson. He was a Democrat and a progressive and a racist. Woodrow Wilson was the reason the United States Armed Forces were resegregated, and the KKK resurfaced as well, and he was a progressive.
It doesn't just go away because some laws changed. Like, no one just went home that night and was like, oh, fuck, well, we like black people now, I guess, because they have some rights. So we're definitely not going to pass this prejudice and racism down to our children quietly in the comfort of our homes. Or go to our jobs where we can directly affect the black community and abuse our power in any kind of way because we have our own prejudices. How many anecdotal examples do we have to hear and see and live of people actually being afraid of someone because of the color of their skin? To deny systemic racism, to sit here and say white people and brown people and black people are all treated the same, you are absolutely ignorant. And you're lying to yourself and you're lying to everyone else. And because...
Where do I even begin with this jumble of incoherent gibberish? You're full of shit. Moving on.
Because you're lying and you're completely avoiding the truth, your silence is allowing the continued murder of black people.
Oh, fuck you, you fucking cunt. The biggest murderer of black people is other black people. You see the murder stats in Chicago, you bitch? Shut up.
No justice. Literally seen the arguments in my comments being like, well, more white people were killed. Okay.
And the amount of black people killed in Chicago? Bring up that stat, why don't you? No, you won't? Oh, it destroys the whole Black Lives Matter argument, doesn't it? That they're killing each other, and it's a cultural thing? Gangs and stuff? Yeah, okay.
All lives matter because all lives are important, and I love everything. I won't go...
And I think this is where the wheels are starting to come off.
...into a tangent about how you probably don't because you probably eat meat.
Full retard achieved.
Just do all lives matter?
Wait a minute, so are you a vegetarian? How did you get so fat being a vegetarian?
They're just the ones that you decide are worth living. That's a different topic for a different day.
Oh, please do that video.
When you have millions of people telling you this is the origin for this hashtag, this is what this hashtag was in response to, and this is what it really means, what the impact of it actually is, and your response is, well, no, I'm just gonna believe what I want to believe.
Like George Zimmerman was a white Hispanic? That doesn't make sense. How about the doctored tape that they released of George Zimmerman, making him sound like a racist? Now, not saying George Zimmerman's a saint, he's not, but yeah, you want to talk about fake news?
You're making a direct choice to just say fuck you to everyone who's telling...
Language, please. You're at church, after all.
Hey, that hurts. That doesn't help. If you believe that all lives do matter, in order for all lives to matter, black lives have to matter.
They do. All lives matter includes black lives in the statement.
And currently they are not treated with the same amount of value. You cannot deny that. And if you are denying that, you are y'all will really reach to find a way to avoid this conversation about racism and like...
Oh, I'm perfectly capable of talking about racism. But I'm also perfectly capable of calling out bullshit when I see it.
Oh my god, I have to take some kind of responsibility, not because I made this happen, but because I'm continuing to benefit from the society that allows this to happen.
Okay, I think we popped the cork on crazy with this one.
Just, if you can't take the time to educate yourself and to really go on Google and explore what all lives matter means.
Done. Found a few interesting things about the propaganda that is surrounding Black Lives Matter, how everything seems to highlight it as good, and All Lives Matter as bad on Google. Interesting thing they've got there with their algorithm, huh?
If you don't have the time to do that, then you shouldn't have the time to be on Facebook writing All Lives Matter and just...
Facebook's shit. Moving on.
Flouncing around deciding that you And your interpretation just supersedes everything else.
What is the definition of the pot calling the kettle black? Oh, that's racist.
People are sick of not having equality and not having rights. It's not about waiting anymore for rights. It's about demanding them. The demand to be treated like a fucking human being, to not be gunned down without any just cause.
Most of the events that Black Lives Matter cites were actually did have just cause. Not all of them, but most of them. The fact is that just you're not entitled to disobey the law just because of your skin color, and not entitled to special protection because of your skin color. That would be what we call equality.
People in this country don't magically lose their prejudice or racism because they're sworn into an office, or
the hell are you blabbering about?
Or because they stand in front of a judge and say, I'm going to protect people, or because they work in a school, or because they work in a hospital. It's one of the things that doesn't discriminate. So to all the people writing All Lives Matter, please, I'm trying to help you not look like a piece of shit.
And I'm trying to make you not look like a fucking idiot. It's very hard.
I'm trying to educate you on something that you really should be tuned into.
Don't condescend to me, bitch. I know exactly what this is about.
The fact that for the past 3 weeks, all we've heard is how we're going to lose our guns. We have to have our guns. There are responsible gun owners. And then someone who's a responsible gun owner and has a license gets shot because the cop's nervous. If you weren't upset about that, as a gun owner, as a fellow gun owner, what you really believe is that white people should have guns.
Bullshit. I'm pretty sure that there's protocol you have to follow when you're a gun owner when you say to a cop, I am a licensed gun owner, and then reach into your pocket and like, what do you think the cop's going to react like?
People look like me should have guns. Those are the people that are going to keep us safe, and those are the only people that can be trusted. And therein lies your fucking racism.
What the hell are you talking about? This video has just gone so far off the tangent. I don't even know if this is the same universe anymore. This is retarded.
I highly urge you to check out people who don't look like you, who are telling you their experiences.
Yeah, the people that usually don't look like me that I know pretty much think like me. You know, they're normal people that get up and go to work in the morning.
To use whatever privilege it is that you have, if you have any, which you probably do, to educate and to push forward change. So let's elevate those voices. Stop using All Lives Matter.
No.
We get it. All lives matter when it's convenient to you. I love you very much, but I will love you more when you stop sucking.
So you're very open to people with different color skin than you do. Are you open to people with different, political ideologies and opinions than you? Well, apparently not. So, fuck you.